Welcome to Spyder. This is Spyder here. Today I'll be ranking Hasbro Hypersphere Beyblades from 2019 to 2020. No, I'm not doing the 2021 ones. I'm just not going over those right now. Sorry, dudes. Alright, I'm going by letter codes. We're gonna go by F, C, B, A, and of course S. Didn't include D because, I don't know, I just didn't want it. Forget D. Just forget it. Forget I even mentioned it. It doesn't exist. Shout out to Draft 291 for this request. Now I know some other people requested it, I believe, but I think Draft is really the only one I can actually keep up with. No one really directly requested it like him, I don't think. So shout out to you. Thank you for this video. Y'all probably didn't expect me to start with F first, but we're working our way from the bottom to the top. Alright, F tier base. Royal Genesis. My goodness, I am disappointed with this one. Bad slopes, very burst prone because of Royal. The swipe disc is but the hybrid disc is just, not disc, driver. It's not that good. It doesn't have good LED or stamina, so... And for some reason they labeled it as a stamina type, and yet it doesn't have a lot of stamina. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but F tier. Next up, Prime Apocalypse. Always in F tier in my book because Prime, very burst prone. It comes with 0 disc, which is okay, but the Apocalypse chip is not good. Okay, that chip it has is not good. Ultimate Reboot, I don't think it has the best of springs either. So really F tier. And going by stocks, so yeah, they're just not viable stocks. Alright. Sword Valtryek, my goodness, definitely belongs in F tier. Sword base is very burst prone. Valtryek chip has good slopes, but it's not the greatest. And it comes with Blitz disc, which is highly nerfed, and Power Hypersphere, which has a really bad spring. Not too good. Not too good at all. Golden Judgment Dragon does not belong here. Sword Achilles, F, just F. Achilles chip, bad slopes. Well, not so bad, but they're not good. The sword base, like I said, very burst prone. Dimensional Hypersphere, that's the one that I had. But either way, the stock is just bad. It's just been the bad disc. Dimensional Hypersphere is just not too good. Like, just bad stock. Very sad, but it is what it is. Also, it doesn't look good at all. Alright, that's all the F tiers already. See, we got through that pretty fast. Oh, you're probably wondering.
What's Spyder? But F tiers are like, no, isn't Hypersphere in general trash?
No. Alright, we're moving up to C. Ace Dragon, C. It's an okay bay, it's just that it's, like the layer's okay, the chip has some decent slopes. Comes with Sting, which really isn't that good. Like Hasbro's version. Now they did make the Pro Series version, which is way better, but the Charger is kind of like it's not the worst of bays, but not the best either. Definitely not. Sorry, dude, you're in the C category. Oh, Erase Balcash, C, just C, and Erase Devilos. You're both in C. I do not like Hasbro's Erase. It's not really that good. It's just But the chips are okay. The drivers, I don't really... Well, the drivers are kind of... They're okay. No, Valkis's driver, though, it has a really bad spring. The discs aren't too good either. And... I guess Bullet 2 is okay. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh on Erase. Maybe Erase belongs in B. What do you think? Does it belong in B or does it belong in C? Because it definitely isn't anywhere higher or lower than that. So just let me know in the comments. But in my opinion, I think it belongs in C. Alright, that's it. That's it for C category. Already, it's really quick. Alright, moving on to the B category. This is gonna be way longer. Way longer. Judgment Joker belongs in B. The Joker chip, very good. Double O, really good disc. Trick, pretty decent. Pretty decent. Judgment Layer base is what's holding this back from becoming an A. It's very burst prone. No, now, it has nothing to do with its lack of rub or anything, or Now, if it had a stopper, it probably would actually, you know, not be as burst prone as it could have been, but RIP, just RIP. Alright, next up, we have Sword Dragon. Probably doesn't belong down here, but the sword base is pretty burst prone. The chip is very good, but it comes with spread, and okay, the chip is really good. Maybe it really doesn't belong here. But then it's B, and then it's on sword. It comes with Valor Hypersphere, which is pretty good, but I really do think it belongs in B. Golden Judgment Dragon. Honestly, it also belongs in B. The dragon chip's pretty good. I like how they did the gold paint job. I think that's pretty good, but aesthetics isn't what's the point. Although I will mention it sometimes. I guess it will be the point in some cases. Triple bad disc. Bullet 1 Hypersphere. It's okay. It's okay. It's pretty aggressive and it has some great LED. But same issue, judgment base, very burst prone. That's what's holding this thing back from becoming super OP. Union Valtriac. You're probably wondering why it's in B. Well, driver, not too good. Disc, definitely not that good. Now, Union and Valtriac, very good, but it's being held back by its parts. It's really being held back by its parts. Yeah, it's that bad. Alright, I mean, stock. I'm just talking about stock. Just Valkesh. Did I already say it was in C? No, Just Valkesh belongs in B. The Dusk Layer base, pretty strong. I mean, you can mix a lot of fun combos with it, really good combos. The 7 is a good disc. Orbital Hypersphere is amazing. It's an amazing Hypersphere driver. I think that's holding this Bay back from being any else better is because of the Valkesh chip. It's just inconsistent. A lot of times the slopes aren't good, or they're just okay. Like, not that okay, but they're just at the lowest of okay. Wizard Fafnir. B, obviously. It should be in B. I mean, not obvious, but listen. The Fafnir chip, decent slopes. Wizard base, great for attack, honestly. But not that good, but it's pretty good. Rise is an okay Hypersphere driver. Ratchet, It's really, it really does belong in B in my opinion. What else would I say belongs in B? Solar Sphinx, I would say B. Has some great burst resistance. The chip's pretty good, although it's kind of like Like the solar ring is okay, or layer base is okay. Disc is kind of a 6 disc. It's just not that good. It's really not that good. Ford's Prison, yes, it's in the B section. My goodness. All right, Lord, no rubber. It don't matter. I mean, it kind of does matter, but however, there's no rubber. But it's smooth, so therefore it's pretty good for defense bases or defense combos. Surprising chip, dual spin, which is nice. However, it doesn't have the best of slopes. The Blitz disc is not good at all. Dimensional Hypersphere, it's okay. Overall, it's just B. Viper Hydrax, in my opinion, belongs in the B category. Viper's okay. The Hydrax chip has some great slopes. Goyo driver is pretty decent. And Python is Like, a lot of these discs are just so, dang. Myth Odax, B category. Odax chip has okay slopes. Myth layer base is pretty solid. 1- is okay, but that Destroyer Hypersphere really hurts this thing. Plus, 1- is kind of like off balance. It really doesn't belong on a Myth layer base because it's like a bunch of the weight is focused into one point, and that's not the best considering that it has 2 main focus points. Yeah, it's very weird, but overall B. Venom Devilos, yes, I actually think it's a B release. The chip is okay. The slopes are pretty okay. Bullet 1, like I said, is pretty decent of a driver. Vanguard is nerfed, kind of nerfed, which is sad. The Venom layer base is pretty cool. Gets some good hits, but it has a decent amount of recoil, which is kind of like oof. You don't know what recoil is? It's kind of like when you when it hits a bay, it sometimes gets itself a little damaged. Like this, the slopes kind of move a little bit more. That's why Judgment Joker bursts so much. It's not because it has bad slopes, because it has really good slopes. It's just that it takes a lot of recoil damage. Zone Luminor, B. You're probably wondering why I put it in B. I was really thinking about putting it in A, but honestly, it belongs in B because the chip is, it starts out good, but then the chip wears out. Like, for some reason, it's the only chip that wears out that I've seen. And it starts out pretty solid, but then it gets like the stock anyway. Drake is nerfed. It's pretty nerfed. I don't like how nerfed it is. Spyro Hypersphere is pretty decent, although it doesn't have the best of springs. It's okay, but it's not really. So sadly, as good as Zone as a layer base is, the stock belongs in B. Alright, so that's actually all the B's. We're already getting through it. You see, this is not so bad. Now we're in the A section. Now the A section, I had to think about this one. Alright, listen, let's go. Let's do this. Okay, Glyph Dragon, A, like pure A. It's just pretty good. It's pretty good as a bay. Like the glyph is pretty good. The chip is pretty good. The driver is really good. Sting is A. Yeah, it's pretty good. Rock Dragon, also in the A category. I was thinking about B, but I'm like, nah. Maybe it does belong in B. What do you think? Does it belong in A or does it belong in B? Let me know in the comments. I really like Rock Dragon. It looks cool. Got good slopes. Layer base is pretty solid. Driver is pretty good. Sting is A. Kind of like Glyph, except it's not as good as Glyph, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, Cosmic Kraken, A. It belongs in A. The chip isn't that good. I mean, it's okay. The chip is okay. It comes with lore, some disc I don't know about. I mean, it's okay. It's just the driver it comes with is really good. The Dollar Hypersphere, no, that's solid. That's solid. That's just solid. Oh, by the way, I'm not including every single recolor band here, so if I miss some, it's probably intentional. Alright. Harmony Pegasus, A. Definitely an A bay. Like, Harmony, really good. Pegasus has probably the best strokes of all the Hypersphere base. Probably. 10, pretty good disc. Low, Hypersphere, pretty good stamina, but the LED is just not there. That's why it's not an S tier. Now, if it had some great LED, it would have definitely been an S tier. But in my opinion, nah, it's just gonna be A. It's close, but not close enough. Union Achilles, A tier. A for Achilles. Shout out to this dude. Achilles chip, pretty strong. The layer base, pretty good with power mode. Speed mode sucks, but power mode is like beast. Extender Hypersphere, pretty solid driver. Convert, disappointment. That's one reason why I'm not giving it an S tier, because of the convert disc. Just because it's close, but it's not like this destroyer of all bays or anything. Bushin Ashindra, A for Ashindra. Really belongs in A. It's pretty strong. The stock is just amazing. Like, goodness was I surprised at how good it was. Like, the chip's great. Bushin layer is pretty solid. The drivers has a really good spring and LED. Hurricane is It's just bruh. It's bruh moment. Bruh moment right there. Wizard Luinor, A. I would say S, but comes with the upper disc, and Wizard isn't really the greatest of layer bases, although it can get some good hits, and the Luinor chip has amazing slopes, and as good as the driver can be, linear Hypersphere, it has a great spring, and it's pretty aggressive, and has some decent LED. It's kind of like, I mean, it's still an A tier bay, but could have been a little bit better, just a tad bit better. Cosmic Valtryek gets an A tier because I don't have it, but I've seen how it performs. It's pretty strong. Like, pretty strong. Cosmic, always good to have. Valtryek, really good slopes. Forgot the disc it came with, but either way, it's kind of like, The driver is Trick. Now, Trick actually suits this thing pretty well. It suits it pretty well. Like, I think it's a pretty A tier pay. Maybe it belongs in B. Once again, do y'all think it belongs in A or do you think it belongs in B? Let me know your thoughts. Alright, Zone Valkesh, A. You're probably wondering why I put this in A and not Zone Luinor. Well, because Zone Valkesh actually has consistently good slopes. And Spyro Hypersphere has a good spring. And it comes with A dash. But honestly, I think it belongs in A. And I'm not saying it just because it's Valkesh or anything. No, the slopes are just honestly just better. They honestly are just better. Moving on. Oh yeah, Zone Fafnir, definitely an A tier. It has a really strong driver. It comes with the what disc was it called? I knew the name for a moment, but then I forgot. It comes with this one disc with the. It's not the one disc. It's Zone. The Zone's pretty strong, of course. The Fafnir chip on this one is really strong, like really strong. I really do believe it's an A, babe, but like I said, it could be a B, but most likely an A. Glyph Pegasus, A tier, just A. It's like, listen, you mix Glyph with Pegasus, you get money, okay? you just get money. It comes with the oval disc, which is not good at all. I mean, it's okay, but it really doesn't suit Glyph. And then it comes with Yardage. I would say B, but honestly, Yardage has some great stamina. Really, all you gotta do is swap out the disc, and then you got a pretty strong bay. Like, you got pretty strong bay, actually. Alright, Glyph. Valtryek. I don't know why I'm going over all the glyphs, but A. I'm just gonna say A. It comes with Orbital Hypersphere. We already went over Glyph and Valtryek, so A tier. Shield Kerbeus, A tier. Shield is pretty strong, especially if you especially if you pair it with a chip with good slopes like Kerbeus. Comes with the Infinity Disc though, that's why it's not in, well, that's one reason why it's not S tier. Another reason why it's not S tier is because it comes with an attack driver and not a defense driver, yet it's marked as a defense type. And that attack driver is Jagged Hypersphere, I believe. I think that's how it's some form of jaggy. But I'm just like, bro, why could not a green orbital? You could have done that, or a green Rise, just something. I know Rise is a stamina driver, but still, something like that, just something. All right, we're in with the real big boys, the huge big boys, man. We're in the S tier. All right, Master Devilos, by far S tier. Now, listen, the Master Base, pretty solid. That's an understatement. It's like super solid. The chip has amazing slopes. They did generate right. Now, it doesn't have the little mode change gimmick, but it technically kind of does do it. I've actually seen how it performs. It kind of does act like it in a sense. Not as effectively, but in a sense, it has it. I guess because of the shape of the tip of the driver. I don't know. But either way, it's still pretty fun. Pretty fun. So you can make some great combos with it, and the stock alone is very OP, so I would say S tier. Now, Monster Devilos. What? Why not Monster Ogre? Yeah, they're both in S tier, boys. They both come with the Octave Hypersphere or Octave Hypersphere, which is they're really good drivers. Now, Monster Ogre comes. You're probably wondering why they're both here, though. Now, Devilos has better chips than. Has a better slope. Oh my gosh. Better slopes than the Ogre chip. However, the Ogre Bay has a better disc. It comes with outer, while Monster Devilos comes with, I believe it was armed. I could be wrong. Nah, yeah, I was wrong. It's some disc with the letter V. I don't know, these old discs are driving me nuts. But yeah, both of these bays are stamina killers. They just kill stamina. If it doesn't get a burst, it'll most likely get a survivor finish. Like, it's like the Brave Valtryek of Hasbro. But the Brave Valtryek we wished Hasbro was. Basically. Brave Valtryek for Hasbro isn't too bad though. Should I really put Cosmic Apocalypse in S tier? I mean, the Apocalypse chip says like real good slopes. Cosmic is amazing, of course. Vanguard is kind of but then it comes with the coil driver, and the coil driver is pretty good. Maybe I'm overrating this thing. Maybe it really doesn't belong up here. But from what I've seen, it's very strong. Stronger than all the other Cosmics. So, you know what? I might as well just put it in S tier. Like, why not? Why not put this bad boy in S tier? It's Apocalypse, but it's actually good. Hold up. I knew I was forgetting some bays. Alright. Did I say something about Cosmic Valtryek? It belongs in A. I already went over it. Command Dragon, I can't believe I forgot this. This actually belongs in the C category. It really does belong in the C category. Driver, Bad Spring. Now, it is fused with the disc and everything, which is props to Hasbro, but that doesn't mean anything when the bay keeps losing. Command is disappointment. Doesn't look good, and it's just a disappointing layer. It's not that good. The Dragon Chip, it's okay. It's not as good as the other Dragon Chips though. So big sad. Eclipse Genesis, bro. This Bay is an S tier, like probably the top S tier. Oh, and I also forgot another Bay, but I just remembered it. Okay, so yes, S tier for Eclipse Genesis. Eclipse, very strong. The Genesis chip, very good slope, like very good. Friction Hypersphere, probably one of the best Hypersphere drivers in existence. Spring is amazing. Great stamina. It's just great. And it came with Swipe, I think, but whatever. Alright, now another bad boy. Inferno Salamander. It's thing, I'm really confused why it's in S tier. I mean, it comes with a bad disc. And the slopes are kind of like, okay. But it's like Monster Ogre, but a left spin. It's surprisingly OP for a Hasbro exclusive. Surprisingly OP for a Hasbro exclusive. Yeah, Inferno Layer Base, very good. Very good. It can stand up to Monster. Probably can't really beat it though, but it can stand up to Monster. I think Eclipse could beat Monster, but I don't know. I don't have Eclipse, so when I do get Eclipse, we'll figure that one out together. But yes, Inferno Salamander, really strong bait. It really does. If you've seen the videos with it I have done, it's a beast. So I would have to say S tier. Alright, now that's officially it. If I missed the bait, please let me know in the comments below. That was Glide Rocket for bursting. Ignore that. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything. Now there are some recolors I just skipped out on. I'm not going over every single part. So some recolors were just, why would I go over recolors of bays that have like the exact, they just have the exact same stock, so I just skipped out on that. I didn't really mention them or show them in the thing or whatever. Also, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going for bays that are beyond 2020. Like Hypersphere bays that are beyond the 2020 mark, like in base released during Surge. No, I'm not going for that. Thank y'all for watching. I will be doing a slingshot variant of this. Probably be a lot more professional, maybe. I don't know how this one is professional, maybe. I don't know. I mean, this one's good, right? Alright, I'm not gonna dwell too long. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and keep waiting.